Life is Strange reunion brings Max and Chloe back together for the first time in a very long time, and it's in a very beautiful way. But the real question is, does it live up to the emotion or does it fall apart? I'm Jimmy, part of Jimmy D and Allie. Me and my wife, we make content here, we live stream, but today our focus is the Life is Strange reunion review. This is a full spoiler review. So if you haven't played the game or haven't watched it, make sure you go watch it. We have the video on the channel, on our Twitch. But this is your warning, because from the very beginning, this game lets you know it is not messing around. I was jaw dropped from the very beginning. We saw the fire in the trailers for this game, but actually experiencing it in real time with the characters we care about, and they're put in real danger. I didn't expect Chloe to even be a part of the fire, but you see Moses holding Chloe's body, and it's different. You instantly know that this game has stakes, and we're going to get into the life or death situation. But I knew we were in trouble and that this was going to be a very long but enjoyable game. Now, I did have my signals on and my flags, and I knew to be cautious. But the one thing this game does now is Max and Chloe. They're not the same characters from the original Life is Strange, but that's actually a very good thing. We're not dealing with teenagers anymore. We're actually the teachers. And at times it does still blend that line. Are they older than the students? Because you do feel like they might not be, but we're a decade removed from when we first met them. Well over a decade. And you can feel that. They've grown, they've changed, there's history there, especially with the emotional fallout from their breakup that we get hints of, but don't quite see on screen. What really stood out to me is how natural their characters feel. This generally feels like the characters that we fell in love with way back and where they actually would become in present day after all these years. You can see little moments and glimpses of that teenage self that they had. But what makes it even better is that you don't just get their relationship back automatically. You have to earn it through the right dialogue choices, through how you handle moments and go about the different situations that happen in the game. You slowly start rebuilding that trust and that connection between Max and Chloe. And honestly, that made it even better. And oh my god, do the choices matter in this game? Yes, they absolutely matter. The game tells you immediately that your choices matter from the very first major decision, when you are trying to determine whether or not to tell Safi's mom or not, whether she's there or not. And it makes you confirm your choice. And that is completely different. It left me wondering, especially when Chloe had a major decision, because you knew you couldn't rewind anything. In the past, you had, with Max, you had those rewind powers. You had change into the other dimension. So you always think you can fix this later, but not here. Not in Life is Strange Reunion. Your choices matter, and I do actually really love that decision that they made with this game. But it's also one of my biggest gripes, because the consequences are brutal. Oh, are they brutal, especially late in the game. During the school fire at the end, the custodian tells you that you have to shut off the valves on the other side of the building. You have to go, that all three valves are over on the other side, that they're behind the building. So that's what I'm thinking my objective is. I didn't think to check the small little room right there behind the custodian. And because of that, I missed giving Noelle the breathing mask until after she went in the building. And I knew after I found it that she was dead. That that one small decision, one little moment, detail that I missed, and she's gone. She's dead. I can't take that back. And then Jeanette, Max's kind of star pupil student, I didn't even know she was in the building, and I don't know how I would have known. It really doesn't give me what moment when you're looking at the credits and everything and the choices you made. So when they showed her memorial there in the post game, I about jumped out of my chair. I didn't expect Jeanette to be dead. I didn't know she was in the building. Someone that looked up to Max and wanted to follow in her path with photography, just gone like that. Because I didn't do one little thing in that late game, so I got her killed. And that's honestly the worst part to me. I still don't even know how I was supposed to know she was there. I didn't know. Did I miss a dialogue choice? Game. One area where the game just doesn't quite hit the same as previous games is the soundtrack. Not because it's bad, and honestly, none of the parts in this game is actually bad. This is a really solid game, but the music, it's good, but it doesn't really elevate the scenes. And I know that might be my English teacher and me going crazy, but in previous Life is Strange games, the music made moments. Songs like Obstacles and Black Flies, those songs stuck to the scenes that they were in. They stuck with you. I can still vividly see Chloe coming back from her dad's funeral, seeing Max's note to her and everything, and crying, and that song playing. Max on the bus, Obstacles, it defines an emotion in the game in that moment. And in Reunion, nothing really hit like that. There were moments where the music made you stop and feel something, and especially with Max and Chloe on the boat and everything like that, but nothing to the point or to the depth that the songs in the other games did. Even in Before the Storm had stronger soundtrack moments that pushed it. So I do feel like the soundtrack is a step down compared to the early games, especially when in the collector's edition there was a vinyl of this soundtrack, and I wasn't fortunate enough to get that collector's edition, but part of me is like, I really don't matter because the soundtrack wasn't that great. Life is Strange Reunion is a fantastic game. It feels like the sequel that we always wanted for Max and Chloe. If you're a fan of these characters, this is definitely a must play for you. The mystery is stronger than Life is Strange Double Exposure. And honestly, every category is stronger than Life is Strange Double Exposure here. It's well written from beginning to end. There are moments that make me shake my fist at it, but visually, it's the most beautiful game in the series. The story delivers, the characters feel right, and I think that's the most important part to me, that the characters feel right. This feels like Max and Chloe. And honestly, at $40, it is such an easy pickup nowadays. Most games are in the store are $70+ so a $40 game with this much depth, this much story, this much heart really sells it. So for me, this is a solid A-. It is an A-. But now I want to know, did your choices go better than mine? Did you accidentally kill anyone in this game? Any of the characters? Let me know. What relationship routes did you go? I want to know your full playthrough thoughts down in the comments below. And if you want to see more game reviews or be a part of the next game live on stream that we play to make these videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Follow us on Twitch. You will not be disappointed.